It's August in Chapel Hill. School is out, and students have a few more weeks before they return to campus, unless you're on the football team. July 31st is move-in day for training camp.
We got Landon Turner here. He's slimmed down a little bit, ready for camp.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah, he's in good shape. Look at him.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
The only thing, though, is that he does have a belt around his neck. What is it? Is it fashion or function?
Neither. More or less, laziness, really.
One key returning player checking into camp this morning is shifty sophomore running back TJ Logan. Logan rushed for more than 5 yards per carry in 2013 and was electric in the open field.
Williams finally gets the shotgun snap. Hands off to Logan. Touchdown, Carolina. The freshman was not touched.
TJ, you're famous now.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah, you had one good season and you're famous now.
I mean, they might say that. I'm just regular.
Who did it? Who said it? Besides me.
You said it.
Yeah, look. Are you ready for a good camp?
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
We're ready for you to have a good camp. Are you still fast?
Yeah, I might be. I don't know. I gained a little weight.
Yeah, you'll be good then. We'll be good.
After a standout freshman season, Logan added 10 pounds during the off-season in the hopes of becoming a more physical player.
Putting on weight is probably going to help me with my blocking a lot. And that's something I've been working on, not just being the strongest man when it comes to blocking, but being able to shoot my hands and finish blocks as well.
Over the course of the summer, he spent a lot of time on his own, growing as a student of the game, which was critical. He had a lot of the physical tools to be an elite back, but now when you put the mental aspect with the game, it truly raises your level of play to another level. He's been playing with a lot of confidence this fall, and we just hope that continues.
For me, it's just be probably one of the best running backs in the ACC, and I know as a group of running backs, I feel like that's all of our mindsets going into this year.
We go QB Lizard here. Nice job of working across and being in a position to go fit on your responsibility. End up throwing a stick route. I got it. Because we actually capture the edge with the tackle here. We're good. We can get a kick out here, and that ball hit inside of that kick out. Now we're up on this safety right here. We're in position to have to beat him one-on-one.
While as many as 5 running backs will split carries, Logan's added weight, elite speed, and attitude has him primed for a breakout season.
Just a love for the game. I mean, being out there with the guys, I mean, it's always fun when you're out there with your friends and y'all just having a good time. So I just try to stay positive when I'm out there because, I mean, when you're out there, you're going to get a little tired, you're going to get a couple bumps and bruises, but just having fun is the main goal for me.
Every time you see TJ, he has a smile on his face. He plays the game with a lot of passion, but it's fun to him. And, it's different. He doesn't always wear his emotions on his sleeves, but he's a passionate person. He enjoys football. It's fun to him. So I think it's just a matter of time that he truly understands the things that he needs to do to put himself in position to be an elite back.
One tool that can help Logan become an elite back is cutting-edge technology that strength and conditioning coach Lou Hernandez has at his disposal this year. A GPS tracking monitor used to evaluate athletic performance each practice called the Catapult System. The third-year coach receives live performance stats to evaluate speed, burst, and change of direction.
So it gives us an idea of how much a guy has been running and at what speeds. So as much training as that they do in the weight room and that they do in the summertime, we want to make sure that they don't lose that component. So we're able to evaluate that with this machine, and it helps us gauge what it is that they might need to add or subtract based on what these numbers are telling us. We have one particular person as a marker for a group. The positions are different, the demands are going to be different. So it's not necessarily everybody looking to hit one particular mark, because you just don't do that on the football field. So it's up to us to start to evaluate what it is and a goal that we'd like for them to try to hit.
Hernandez charts the information and reports his findings back to Larry Fedora. Together, they determine goals based on a player's strengths and weaknesses and how to prevent injury due to overtraining.
We sit down especially with Coach Fedora. He's the one who spearheaded this project. He wants to know exactly where his team is headed and what we need to do to continue to be successful.
As Lou Hernandez monitors performance, the sports medicine staff keeps a close eye on players to ensure they stay hydrated and maintain a healthy weight. To effectively monitor their weights, players step on the scale before and after each practice.
We have a lot of guys that we're trying to put weight on, some guys trying to maintain, and some guys trying to lose a little bit in the off season. As we head into the season, I have to say guys have done a great job with their weights.
The plate full of fish. You putting anything else on that?
I gotta get some veggies in there somewhere.
Some of our big guys can lose 10 pounds in a practice. They do get it back, it's water weight, but we've seen 10 pounds this preseason. Tracking that weight pre and post practice is really giving us their fluid losses. So it's our way to know, who is dehydrating and who's getting their weight back for the next practice. Go! With that data, as we're tracking throughout training camp, a guy that continues to show up on that dehydrator list, then we do urine-specific gravity testing. We test their urine to see if they really are dehydrated or if they're just losing actual weight. And we're really able to tailor our recommendations with regards to what they're eating and how they're hydrating to make sure that they're not at risk for cramping or any dehydration.
Midway through workouts, players rehydrate and cool down their bodies with a program called thermal assault.
The guys love thermal assault. We do it to sort of simulate a halftime setup, so the guys, rush in, and we're just working to lower their body temperatures, rehydrate them, give them a little bit of fluid, electrolytes, and carbohydrates just to kind of set them up for the second half of their practice, similar to a game situation.
As the first week of training camp comes to a close, all eyes turn to the team's first major evaluation of the year, an inter-squad scrimmage.
I think it was a typical first scrimmage as far as we had a bunch of guys with a lot of energy running around on the field, doing some good things, a lot of mistakes being made, especially by the young guys. But we can live with those mistakes because the effort was really good. The disappointing thing was that offensively they put the ball on the ground way too many times. Makes it hard to win a football game that way. But on the other side of that, the defense caused a bunch of turnovers. So a really good job of them doing those things. We're probably where we need to be, but we need to take care of the football, I can assure you. We got a bunch of reps with some young kids that were, swimming mentally, and so it was good for them to get out there and see themselves doing it, in real life. There were times, spurts, that we got into a rhythm and did some good things, and we've got to be much more consistent at that. Defensively, we can't give up big plays, and when we do, we got to be able to bounce back and play and get ready to go.
The first team quarterback duties have been split this training camp between junior returning starter Marquise Williams and redshirt freshman Mitch Trubisky.
I thought Marquise, he's very comfortable with managing, and moving the chains and all the things that we're trying to do offensively. And I thought Mitch did a nice job running the offense also. The nice thing is that there's not really a change with the rest of the guys depending on who's back there, and that's what we're looking for.
The biggest takeaway from the opening week of training camp is that football is back in Chapel Hill. There is plenty of hard work and long days ahead for the team, but the intensity and excitement of a new season is here.